Hey guys, it's Melanie one more time today with one more candle review. This go around we are going to tackle Country Candle, which is by Kringle, Mango Nectar. And this being from their Country Candle line, this is their paraffin wax formula, which in full disclosure is not my fave. I don't really like paraffin from really any company at this point, but the reason that I picked this particular scent up was because I do love how Kringle and Country Candle interpret fruity, summery scents. So, and this one is definitely very, very delicious. And by the way, if you are not aware, Kringle are having some amazing sales right now. And if you just want to try this in their medium jar, it is actually on sale for $12.75. And this is just the medium jar. What I'm burning here is the large jar. But the medium jar is available for $12.75 because they're currently 50% off. And I believe that you can stack my discount code on top of that, which would give you another 15% off. Amazing deal. Such a good deal. And personally, going forward, when I purchase anything from the Country Candle line, it will probably be in the medium jars because paraffin wax burns forever. I think this large jar is slated to burn up to 150 hours, which honestly for me is it's just too long to spend with one candle. Even if I really like the scent, I find myself sort of tiring of smelling the same thing every single day. And I am not the type of person that really likes to put candles away after they have been burned, like to the halfway point. Or really, after I've lit a candle, I just want to finish it. That's sort of my mentality. I am not someone who is going to like blow this out after this burn, put the lid on it, and then put it back in my candle cabinet for a later date. I usually want to finish my candles once I start them, and so for me, I think the medium jars are going to be a much better fit. We're going to cut that burn in half to begin with right there, and it will allow me to finish these a little bit faster in the future. But if you are someone who likes a very long, drawn-out burn to your candles, I would definitely encourage you to look into paraffin wax. It just tends to burn the longest. To me, it's not the cleanest burning formula. And by the way, I have been wiping the wicks of this one before lighting it, but I do still notice that it wants to, it looks like it's releasing like just a few puffs here and there of some soot. So after this burn, and you can see I have not quite gotten to the halfway point here, but after I finish this burn today, I am going to put this in one of my candle crocks. I do have some candle crocks that are empty right now anyway, and I've been looking for some candles to stick in there. I think this is going to be a great contender for the crock, and I look forward to finishing up there. If you're interested in just testing this scent out, they do have the daylight available as well and the wax melt. So the wax melts for me from Kringle, by the way, last about a day. And for me, a day worth of melting typically means starting my warmers up at like 7:30 to 8 a.m. and then turning them off when we head up to bed around 10 or 10:30 at night. So it's a pretty long day. For me, that equates to 1 day's worth of melting out of 2 cubes. Usually by the next day when I start my warmers up again, I can't really smell the fragrance very well. So I am one to, when I don't smell it very well, I just change it out. So, but again, a great way to try the scent and just kind of become familiar with it and determine whether you would want to invest in the full-size candle, which, like I said, you're going to have it for a lifetime. I don't know that I have ever burned a paraffin candle completely down, at least not in like recent years. They usually at some point end up in the candle crock, no matter how well they burn. So if you're wondering what my favorite formula from Kringle is, it is definitely their soy formula. I cannot give it enough thumbs up. It's incredible. If you've never tried it, I highly encourage you to check it out. It's much more clean burning. The wicks that Kringle uses on the soy formula they're just a match made in heaven with the soy wax, and I find pretty darn good strength and throw out of the vast majority of those. So let's get into the description here, talk about what I smell, strength and throw, and we'll be able to round this out, and she's gonna go off into my candle crock. All right, Mango Nectar. Sweetly smooth and tangy yuzu. And by the way, yuzu is, it's an Asian citrus fruit. It's like a very sweet, lemony flavor. There's this yuzu drink that I get at my favorite sushi place, and it has these little jellies in it. It's delicious. It's alcoholic, so it is not for children, but it is delicious. I love that yuzu flavor. It's a really, it's a very strong citrus flavor. It's kind of like a lemon, like I said, but much sweeter. It's delicious. Love me some yuzu. So sweet, smooth, and tangy yuzu with gardenia. Creamy coconut milk and vanilla adds zest to mouth-watering mango nectar, pineapple, and apricot. Okay, your top notes here are the yuzu and the apricot. Your mid notes are mango, green leaves, gardenia, and pineapple. And your base notes are the coconut milk, the vanilla, and the musk. Okay, so top notes. I definitely pick up the yuzu in here, but I don't really detect the apricot. And as far as the mid notes go, I do get a slight greenness from this. It's almost like you're smelling like the tropical, palm fronds, which don't have a ton of fragrance to them, to be totally honest. I'm a florist, so I've stuck my nose into a lot of different flowers and greenery. Greenery doesn't always have the strongest scent, but it's just kind of it's there, but it's not something that is majorly noticeable most of the time. The gardenia, I don't get it. I pick up no floral whatsoever, especially not gardenia in this. And I don't really get much pineapple either. I do pick up that nice, juicy, super ripe mango note in here, and I get that coconut milk. This is definitely a slightly creamy scent, which definitely comes from that coconut milk and the vanilla. And the musk is not terribly detectable in this either. I think it just kind of smooths things out a little bit. But really your main notes here are that mango, that citrusy, lemony yuzu note, the green from that, the tropical greens in here, and then your milk and your coconut milk and your vanilla, and that little bit of muskiness as well. This scent is done incredibly well, and this is another one of those, and I keep saying this every time I review a country candle, but I would love to see this scent done in the soy wax formula. I really like this, but I have to admit that the strength and throw are not super great. In fact, I have been burning this in the downstairs powder room, which is a very small, just regular powder bathroom type situation. There's a toilet, there's a sink, it's a small room, right? And I would put the strength of this in that small bathroom at about a 4, maybe a 4. If I'm gonna be totally honest, it's probably more of a 3, 3.5. I know that I have the candle going in there and I can smell it and I can pick up the different notes, but it's really not very strong in terms of just its overall strength. It is more of there's this hint of something delicious in the air. By the way, I don't really think this is a super bathroom appropriate scent. I typically don't burn stuff like this in the bathroom, but because I was having so much trouble burning this in other areas of the house, I sort of relegated it to the bathroom, and it's just really, really light. And the throw, I can't really smell it even outside of the bathroom in the hallway. And so I'm going to give the throw maybe a 2. I wish I could say that this was like an incredible performer, because I do think it's a scent that a lot of people would absolutely go gaga over, but I'm just not getting very much from it at all. But it is sort of right in line with what Country Candle does in my house, which is they don't tend to have enough oomph to really fill a lot of the different spaces. I'm a little shocked that it's not even super strong in my small powder room, but also, I don't know. I just don't really care for paraffin wax in general, so I'm not completely heartbroken about it, but I would just like to see a lot of these fragrances brought over to the soy wax line, because I just feel like they would shine a lot more over there. And you do have to keep in mind that I really do prefer much more strength and throw from my home fragrance than maybe some other people do. I do tend to use a lot of home fragrance, and so for me, maybe it is a situation of being nose blind, or, you know, just smelling the same thing over and over again. It just gets lost. I don't know, but I do really love this scent. I would definitely pick it up again. If the only way that I can really get it to like perform super well for me is with the wax melts, even if it's just for a day, I do find that the wax melts have a decent strength and throw. So, you know, I think I'll be fine there. So I will definitely pick this up again in the wax melts the next time that I place another order, because I would like to enjoy this fragrance throughout the summer, but I'm just not getting it from the candle. I will be very curious to see how it does in my candle crock. So I will update you guys when I do my weekly home fragrance roundup on Saturday and let you know if the performance improved at all. A lot of times if a candle does not do well burning, once I put it in the crock, it usually actually does quite well. So I'll definitely let you guys know. I do still give this candle a thumbs up for the fragrance itself, but the performance, just for me in my house and what my personal home fragrance preferences are, it's just not enough oomph for me. But it was definitely worth picking up. But you will notice when I do future candle hauls from Kringle, especially from the Country Candle line, I'm probably just going to go with the medium jars. That will give me enough of an experience to be able to review the fragrances for you guys. And it's going to make me feel like I'm not wasting a candle. Even though I'm not wasting it, I'm gonna get fragrance from it, but I'm just gonna have to get it from the crock format. So anyway, if you have the delicious mango nectar from Country Candle, let me know what your experience is. Anyway, thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And I will see you guys for some more candle reviews, probably on Sunday. Well, I might have some stuff ready for Thursday, but I'm not quite sure yet. So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Diddaloo.